All right, good afternoon, everybody. For those who have just joined the call, thank you so much for joining this session today. It's going to be a start of a milestone and also a beautiful moment today. So I think we are going to start our session. I'm not going to wait any longer. It's enough, the 3 minutes after the wait, because we need to be time punctual. I think without wasting time, my name is Samuel Way. I'm going to be the moderator of today's session. So I just want to encourage everybody like to keep please make sure when you're joining the call in any session, make sure your mic is muted because your background might be noisy and we will not be able to hear ourselves here. So with that being said, I think let me share my screen and walk you through on how this session will run today. Basically, it's going to be the orientation and a lot will come later, and also we'll be expecting your question and also your feedback after hearing some of the presentation. So this how it's going to run. Today is going to be official launch of this fourth cohort for the orientation session, which is on Saturday today, 1st of August 2026. So the agenda of the session, we are going to have the welcoming remarks that will be from the program coordinator. That's none other than me, Samuel. We shall be also having the introduction, and this will be like all the fellows will be able to be given opportunity to introduce themselves briefly, and also we shall be introducing for you some of the mentors who are around today. They may not be all of them around today, but I think the few that will be joining today, you get to know them and also meet them one by one, and also you're going to know also some of the Build Your Best Self team. As also we'll be introducing ourselves. In the third item, we're also going to have introduction to the Excellence Foundation for South Sudan, which is our partner. And also in the fourth agenda, we shall also be having introduction to Build a
First put
Best.
my foot.
Pardon?
Get down. I'll take it back. I'll take back what I brought.
Brenda, are you talking to me? Okay, I think we will be having here the introductions to Build Your Best Self that will be taken us through by Roman Viola Brenda later. And in the fifth item, we are going to have a presentation to this fellowship. That's also be taken through by Roman Viola Brenda. We shall also be having a Q&A session after hearing all of this presentation, after hearing from this individual that will be presenting. Also, we shall be having questions and we'll be expecting your feedback afterwards. And second, last, we're going to have announcement and the few steps that we inquire from you as a fellow in this fellowship. And lastly but not the least, we're going to have a closing remarks from Teresa. I think with that being said, without wasting time, I'm just going to welcome myself to to open up with our opening remarks today. So, uh, as you heard earlier, my name is uh, my name is Samuel Way. I'm the program coordinator for Build Your Best Self. It's really amazing today to have you on board and also attending this session. So, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the entire Build Your Best Self, I would likely to warmly welcome all our mentors around, fellows, partners, if I told, they have joined to the Build Your Best Self Fellowship Cohort Orientation Day. So it's truly a joy to have each one of you, with us today. And thank you for making time to be here, after, I mean, it's only a schedule and you choosing it to be part of this incredible journey today. Your presence today shows the willingness to learn, grow, and become a better versions of yourselves. To our fellows, congratulations and welcome to the Build Your Best Self family. This fellowship is more than just a training program that maybe you heard from your friend or online. It's a community of growth, purpose, leadership, and transformation. Over the coming weeks, hopefully we will learn new skills, build meaningful relationships, discover strengths, and challenge yourself to become the person that you really meant to be or you wish and dream to be. To our mentors, thank you so much, guys, for your commitment, your heart to serve, your guidance, encouragement, and experience that will make a lasting impact on the lives of our fellows, our mentees. We deeply appreciate your willingness to invest your time and also knowledge in shaping the future leaders of this country or maybe across the continent. We are also honored to have our partners, Excellence Foundation, in the absence. Today, we are really thanking them for believing in us, the visions of Build Your Best Self, and for working alongside us as we continue to empower young people. As we begin this new cohort, which is the fourth cohort, I encourage everyone to come with an open mind, a positive attitude, a willingness to participate fully. Ask questions where necessary, connect with one another, learn from every session, and make the most of every opportunity that this fellowship will offer you. So remember, your growth does not happen by chance. It happens through commitment, consistency, and the courage to keep learning. Today marks the beginning of journey that has the potential to transform your own life, both personally and professionally. Once again, welcome to Build Your Best Self Fellowship Cohort 4. We're excited to walk this journey with you, and we look forward to seeing all that you will achieve together. Thank you all, and I wish you a wonderful and inspiring orientation and also a lovely new month. God bless you all, everyone. So I think that brings us to the first item uh, of our agendas of today. I think without wasting time, allow me to open floor for everybody who joins today call, more especially the mentees. We're going to start off with you guys. You're going to introduce yourself, and as our culture here, when you're told to unmute, that's when you can unmute. When you're not told to, please keep your mic muted, and also you can use your emoji icon for you to, if you want to speak and introduce. I think that's how we're going to do it. Just raise your emoji icon, and then I think that's when we'll give you opportunity to also, introduce yourself. I think Brenda, you will be marking for me those who will be putting up their hands if they want to speak. I think let's get done with the second item for us to introduce ourselves, and we're going to start straight with the fellows. So feel free to introduce yourself. This we are all here, like we don't judge, but we listen. Thank you. Yes, Brenda, you can help me tracking those who want to speak. Feel free, please, everyone. And for those who might have a noisy background, you can also be introducing yourself in the chat. You can be sending your messages in the chat.
Cecilia John.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Everyone seems quiet. Okay.
Cecilia John had a hand up, so she's the one that I've mentioned him. If you can hear me, you can proceed. Please just wait. Once your name is called, you can proceed.
Earphone maligo. Earphone is go. Earphone is go.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, good afternoon. Desire, please proceed. I can see your hands up. You can unmute.
Okay, my name is Desire Dori, a South Sudanese based in Uganda. I'm so glad to be here and I'm happy to learn with you guys and start also a journey that I've been willing to actually embark. But now that I've gotten the opportunity with you people, I'm so happy. And I appreciate, I welcome any new challenging areas that can also challenge me at the end of this session to boost the strength and to make me know my strengths also and my weaknesses. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Desire Doreen. I can see another hand that's from Lang. Yes, Langaland, please. You can proceed. Unmute your mic and proceed. Lang, you can unmute and proceed. Yes. Lang, if you are talking, we can't hear you. I don't know. We cannot hear you. Please check your connectivity, check your mic if it's, we cannot hear you. Okay, as you work on that, Lang, let me welcome the other fellow. Yeah, I think Cecilia John, you can proceed and unmute your mic to speak.
Yes, thank you for giving me the chance. I hope everyone is hearing me well.
Yes, please, you can proceed.
Okay, thank you so much. I was just having some network issues. That's why my voice seems not to be appearing to you guys. And thank you for giving me this chance. My name is Cecilia John Akile. I am a South Sudanese based in Wau, Western Bahra, Fazal State. And I'm really so happy to be part of this engaging program. It is very important for me. I'm really so happy to be to participate in this program with the rest of my colleagues. Thank you so much.
That's amazing, Cecilia. John, we're really grateful also to having you to share this journey with us. I think I can see some. I cannot see your name, but it's only a device name. It's Samsung SMA165F. You can unmute. Yes, please.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for the name, Samsung S18. My name's Sagani Peter Taban. I based in Juba, Gudele. So I'm happy to be with you. And then apologies for the name. I didn't get time to rename the name. So maybe after the session, I will do so. Thank you very much.
It's okay. Thank you so much. Yes, Abraham. Abraham, a call. Abraham, a call. You can unmute. Can you hear me, Abraham?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abram. My name is Abram Cohort4, student from Mary Elif College, Wow, South Sudan. I'm glad to join your best Elif so that I can interact with my fellows from different backgrounds and learn new skills together. So I'm very excited, and I promise that we will always be together. Thank you so much.
All right, I appreciate that, Abraham Call, and we're glad to have you here today in this fellowship and also in this session. Yeah. Yes, Lang, I think if you're ready now, you can unmute, please. Lang, if you're ready, you can speak. Yeah. It's still no sound, please. I think you can just type in the chat if you still face some difficulties with your device. You can just chat. Send a message in the chat. We'll be able to read out. Yes, Yara you can unmute. Yara Grant. Yes, you can unmute.
Yeah. Good afternoon to you all.
Yes, good afternoon.
I hope.
Yes, you have the word clear. You can proceed.
All right. My name is Yar Alir Garang. I'm in Juba, based in Jebel. I'm really happy to be part of this fellowship, and I hope to learn more and get to know my fellows and be the best of myself. Thank you.
All right. That's amazing. Here we are really happy also to have you. This near Mantot got goal. Please, you can unmute.
Hello, good day, everyone.
Yes, hello,
I
good
hope
afternoon.
you can hear me.
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, my name is Nir Mentor Gadgol. I'm grateful to be part of this wonderful family. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Nir, for joining. Yes, do we have any other fellows who wants to introduce themselves? Yes, I can. Okay, Akwach Elizabeth. Elizabeth, yes, please.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
My name is Coach Elizabeth from South Sudan. I'm excited to be part of Build Your Best Self Cohort4 because I believe there is always something new to learn. I'm here to grow, gain new perspectives, and connect with the amazing people that are here. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Eliza. Yes, please. I can also see an iMac Pro, but I cannot see your name. Please, you can proceed. You unmute your mic.
Well, thank you. My name is Emmanuel. I'm really happy to be part of this. I'm connected live from Yale, small London, one of the beautiful cities in South Sudan. Really to learn and to extend the thank you.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Yes, do you have any other question? Feel free, please, to speak. Yes, Lang, you want to try again? You can see your hands up still. You can try again if you want to speak. It's still no sound. Okay, let's go with Tabo Monica. You can unmute. Tabo, you can unmute and proceed, please. Tabo Monica. Yes. Yes, hello, Tabo. I think Tabo is having connectivity issues.
After
Yes, for
the
those of,
meeting later.
yes, who's this Ding Ding Lam?
Are you,
Okay,
are,
Ding
are you
Ding.
getting me?
Yeah, you're now loud and clear. You can proceed now, Tabo.
Okay, I am glad to be part of this fellowship. I'm ready to learn, to share my experience with others, to learn from others, and to be a better version of myself after this fellowship. My appreciation goes to all the coordinators, other people who planned for this fellowship. It's a great one, and I truly appreciate all of you for giving me the opportunity. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Tabo. We're also glad to have you and also to interact and have a moment of journey together. Yeah. Yeah, I think let's get this done quickly. We still have 6 minutes for the fellows to introduce themselves. Yes, I can see Asunta. Nyanot, please, you can proceed.
Yeah, thank you. Are you getting me?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. I'm called Asunta Nyanut. Well, I'm a South Sudanese, but currently I'm in Nairobi right now. So I'm just excited to be part of this fellowship and looking forward to learning, collaborating, and growing with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Asunta. Ding Ding, you unmuted your mic before. You ready to talk now? Ding Ding Lam. Ding Ding.
Thank you for the chance. You may forgive me because I was a bit late. I joined the program late. I first went somewhere in the morning to facilitate some things.
Yes,
It
proceed.
is with great pleasure that I'm part of this program, and I'm really, I can really appreciate the Mr. Vidal, the program coordinator, and I'm ready to learn in yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Ding Ding Lam. For those who have just joined, a very good afternoon to you, and feel free, please. We in the second agenda, we're starting with the fellows, so feel free, if you have just joined the call, feel free to introduce yourself. You can unmute, or can put your emoji hand up, or you can be also sending in the chat, and for the rest of the fellows to be also knowing. I think, Lang, if you want to try for the last time, I think you can, I can see your hands up. Uh, let's get this done quickly. Those who haven't yet introduced themselves, you can put your emoji hand and I'll give you. the opportunity to introduce yourself. Please make sure your mic is muted unless you're told to unmute. Please, do you have anybody who have not yet introduced? If you haven't introduced yourself, you can.
You mean the one of today or the one of last week's introduction of today?
Introduction today, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I have just come late. I have got a problem in my network here. For me, I did not introduce myself.
All right, you can proceed and introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you. So I'm by name George Fatter, the mentee in this program.
Okay.
George
Thank you.
Fatter.
All right, thank you so much, George Parter, for joining us today in this orientation session and also in this journey. I can see Bolnyok. Bolnyok, you can unmute and proceed to introduce yourself. Yes, Bolnyok. Okay, I think let's go with Deng. Deng Forbeth. Yes, Deng.
Hi, my name is Deng Atem. I'm a visual artist and a radio presenter, and I'm excited to be here and be part of this program. And I hope I can learn something new and become a better version of myself. And of course, be able to learn from the rest of the mentees. So thank you for choosing me to be part of your team.
All right, thank you so much, Deng, for having you. I think, yes, do you have still another hand? Yes, feel free to unmute. If you haven't introduced yourself yet, we have 1 minute. Okay. For those who have just joined, we are on the second agenda, introducing the fellows. So it's opportunity for those who have joined. You can, yes, I can say, Bolnyok, now you can unmute and proceed, please.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Bolnyok, based here in Juba, and I'm very excited to be part of this program. I believe I will try my level best to complete this program, and I want also to say to the others also, let's try to be committed. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, Monaro, is it? You can unmute, please. V. Yes, V, you can unmute. Monaro V.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Amol Deng, and I stay at University of Juba residential area. I'm glad to be here, and I hope I'll learn and be the best version of myself. Thank you.
Thank you. I think you will be following from the chat. Most of the fellows also introduce themselves in the chat. You can be reading as we continue with our session today. Yes, yes, please, you can proceed. You have just unmuted. You can proceed. I can't see your name, but Oppo. Okay, Madel Dop. Madel, you can unmute. Madel, do you hear me? If you can hear me, Madel, you can, yes. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for having time to join into this session today. Really appreciate the time that you guys offered to attend to this session. Ahead of us, a beautiful journey that we shall be paving and walking through. I think we are going to dive into the other part of the introduction. We are going to also give an opportunity for our mentors on board to also be presenting, introducing themselves. If you haven't introduced yourself, you can also proceed to introduce yourself in the chat. And yeah, I think the fellows and also mentors will be following through there in the chat. Without wasting time, allow me to give this opportunity to also meet the Build Your Best Self team. I think most of the mentors are not around today, but hopefully you're going to meet each one of them when they will be presenting their sessions. I think with that being said, allow me to call upon these mentors. I think we have also a good number of them who have met to join today. And I really appreciate you, mentors, for your time and commitment for joining this session today. So let me first share the slide, and I will give you the opportunity to introduce yourself based on the slides I'll be sharing. Okay, in Build Your Best Self, we have more than 14 mentors, but today you're going to meet some of them, and the rest will be maybe after, or maybe the next session. Let me see if I can. Do we have Julius? I think Julius has not yet joined. Okay, let me go with John. John, please, you can unmute and proceed to introduce yourself.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joan Jacqueline Kenny. I'm a mentor in the Build Your Best Self community. Let me say family. I welcome all of you, Cohort 4 members. I hope you will find a very good experience in this family. And you will surely be to the best version of yourself. Thank you. We will interact.
Thank you so much, John. Yes, do you have Dominic in the room? Okay, let's go with Nyombe. Nyombe, you can replace mute to the self.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. I'd already introduced myself, but I also take this opportunity. Nyombe Benson Jel is my name, and I'm a proud graduate of the second cohort, and I'm also your mentor now. Thank you so much. I think much shall discuss tomorrow since the first session is mine. Thank you and welcome all.
Thank you, Nyombe. Yes, let's start with Nyakwar.
Right, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Nyakwar.
Are you guys able to get me?
Yes, please, you can proceed.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. My greetings to you all, and I'm by the names of Nyakwar Bol. I'm a student at the University of Juba, pursuing bachelor's in medical lab. A graduate of the first cohort of this fellowship, and glad to take you through some sessions as a mentor. I think we'll interact more as time goes, and I wish you a good journey of these months, and I hope you will learn something that will really help you a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Nyakwar. I think we'll not be able to see your mentors in the room, but if you are there, please unmute and I will be able to recognize your voice. You can just unmute if you haven't yet introduced yourself. Mentors. Do you have Julius around? Okay, I think for those who are not around, let me just go briefly to introduce them as they're not around today due to some commitments somewhere today, but hopefully we are going to have them soon when they will be presenting. So this one of the mentors, Meet Julius Ogwak, is a fellow from the previous cohort, which is the third cohort, and he's really been a committed fellow at the previous cohort, and he also a student doing geology and mining at the University of Juba, and also an advocate. Imagine environmental profession. That's Julius Ogwak, and also a committed mentor at Build Up Yourself. So we're glad to have him, and also to invest his knowledge and knowledge in this running cohort that will commence. This is also one of the mentors. Her name is Kajoko Nancy. She will not be around today, but also a fellow from the previous cohort, which is the third cohort. She's a software engineer and also a full stack developer. And yeah, I think you will be able to hear from them when they'll be the one to introduce themselves, because they will know better when to introduce. I think I will just go briefly and introduce all of these mentors who are not around. So this Kajuga Nancy, she will be also a mentor in this cohort. We also have Duku Dominic, also his background in ICT and also a teacher, and also he's a fellow from the previous, in cohort 2, and he's really interested and also eager to also invest his knowledge in this cohort. Also meet Maurice Alato, also has been one of our committed and also energetic fellow in cohort 2. He's also in his background in computer science and also in marketing. So he's also going to be one of the mentors in this cohort. Let's go here with Akil Guy. She's into finance and also community leader management, and also she's been in financial and also data analytics specialist and also facilitator. She's also one of the alumni in this community, Build Up Yourself. She was a graduate from the first cohort. She's also a powerful and also committed mentor. She'll be mentoring as well in this fellowship, in this cohort. Teresa, is Teresa there? Teresa, if you can hear me. I think she'll be joining later also. So let's meet Teresa Akoldik. She's also a senior male project officer, and also she's having a background in ICT data system and, a multi-donor reporting and information technology graduate. So she's from the previous cohort, and luckily, and also due to her commitment, she's a social media and a community manager at Build Up Yourself currently, and also she's going to be a mentor in this cohort. Now let's come to myself. That's me, Samuel Way. I'm also alumni of the first from the first cohort. I graduated from Build Up Yourself in the first cohort, and also I'm the program coordinator of Build Up Yourself. And also I'm doing computer science, like a computer science major, and yeah, aspiring to be a software developer, cybersecurity, and also into artificial intelligence. I'm a mentor in this cohort, in the previous cohort and this cohort, and I'm the program coordinator. Yeah, I said that. So Emmanuel Courage will not be around today. Is the man behind all of every automations, every website, everything that you could see running in the Build Up Yourself, every digital systems, anything that you the Build Up Yourself have already been so far into them. So it's the one behind them is going to be, is actually a mentor, and also is IT and operation manager at Build Your Best Self. So hopefully most of these mentors who are not around today, you're going to meet them in the next session that they will be presenting. I think for Emmanuel Bida, I think he's a founder and also program manager of the Excellence Foundation South Sudan, of which we are in partnership with them. He has been with us since the beginning of this initiative, and also he has been running a lot of program or initiatives across in South Sudan here. He's also a graduate from Mount Kenya University and also a mentor in Build Your Best Self. So I think with that, bring us to the end of the introduction. And Brenda will, I don't know, she's going to introduce herself as she'll be taking us through in the next agenda. So let me just yeah, I think let's dive into the next agenda or the third agenda, which is the introduction to Excellence Foundation South Sudan. And allow me to welcome Roman Vela Brenda to like highlights for you what's Excellence Foundation, what their programs, what programs they do, what are the initiative, and what's Excellence Foundation for South Sudan it's all about. So allow me welcome Brenda. Brenda, please, if you can hear me, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Someone, you can confirm if you can hear me clearly. I was having a bit of issue with my device. Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
And good afternoon, everybody. My name is Roman Viola Brenda. I'm a certified human resource professional, a certified human resource business partner. I'm the founder of Build Your Best Self. I'm a motivational speaker, writer, and also a certified life coach. It's a pleasure to be here today, and I want to welcome all of you for the Cohort 4 of the Build Your Best Self Fellowship. It's a joy and privilege to have you here. And I want to begin by congratulating you for making the decision to join this journey. Your presence here is already an important first step. It shows that you are willing to invest in yourself, to learn, to reflect, and grow. Today is not the normal class, and it is not your first technical learning session. Today is just an opportunity for us to understand the community that you have joined, the purpose behind what the fellowship is, what it would require from you, and what you expect, what we'll expect from you as a fellow for the next 3 months. And we're supposed to have a presentation from Bida, who is the program manager for Excellence Foundation, but he's not here. So I would, you can stop sharing your screen. So I'll share my screen and just take you through what Excellence Foundation for South Sudan does. Yeah, so this is the website for Excellence Foundation South Sudan, as you can see. Generally, it is a youth-led organization that operates in South Sudan, implementing a number of programs into youth empowerment activities. And they have a number of key programs that they run. They have the Clarity Dex project, where they provide timely and accurate media integrity services to the community of South Sudan. They also have the Youth Skills Boost workshops, and I'm sure some of us are already in those Youth Skill Boost WhatsApp group where they run those workshops. They also have activities on female student intensive programs, and it's a 3 month program where they take on female students to do internships and then support them through their professional journey. They also have a workshop for teachers where they partner with schools, especially in Juba, to offer the teachers hands-on learning sessions and workshop to improve on how they can deliver classroom sessions to students. Beyond that, they do a number of mental health awareness activities, and then they also have community outreach campaigns. So all of these are programs of Excellence Foundation. So I'm going to copy the website and then just put it on the chat so that we can be able to go through it later and see some of the activities they do. So we generally work together with Excellence Foundation on this fellowship, which I will be presenting details on later on. So you can see the Build Your Best Self Fellowship is one of their programs. That's why it is appearing here. And we are implementing the fellowship with them in partnership. So I'll stop sharing this screen. Great. So my presentation is going to be in two parts. The first part is to introduce to you Build Your Best Self as an entity. And then the second part is to introduce to you the fellowship. In general terms, what you're going to expect. So I've put the link to the Build Your Best Self website on the chat for those who would want to have a quick look later. You can do that. Okay. So we're going to begin with the session on Build Your Best Self. And just like any other organization, any other entity out there, Build Your Best Self is an entity, an organization on its own. Before we speak about the fellowship, the timetable, the curriculum assignments, we want to understand the heart that gave birth to this program. And this program is one of those that became more meaningful because we understand the problem that it is trying to address and the values that guides it. So I'll be answering key questions in terms of who we are, why we exist, what kind of transformation do we hope to support. And as you listen today, do not only think about Build Your Best Self as an organization or an initiative. Think about it as your own life. Ask yourself, where am I currently in my life? What experiences have shaped me? What do I believe about myself? What may be holding me back? And who am I becoming? In most of our visibility items, you would see Build Your Best Self and BYBS as the abbreviation. But Build Your Best Self is more than a name or a slogan. It is an invitation and a commitment. The word build reminds us that growth is intentional, strong, and meaningful lives. Lives that are built gradually through awareness, healing, choices, discipline, learning, and repeated action. Building also takes time. Just as a strong physical structure requires a proper foundation, Personal transformation requires patience. We cannot expect to change years of thinking, habits, and patterns overnight. The word "you are" reminds us that every journey is personal. We do not want you to become a copy of someone else. Your experiences, your personality, your strength, values, your struggles, and purpose are unique. You can learn from other people, but your growth journey must still be your own. We want you to understand and embrace who you are while becoming intentional about how you grow. The word best does not mean perfect. Perfection can become a source of fear, pressure, and unhealthy comparison. Your best self is not a person who never makes mistakes or experiences difficulties. Your best self is the healthiest, most self-aware, responsible, courageous, and purposeful version of yourself that you are continually becoming. It means choosing progress over perfection and integrity over performance. And finally, the word self brings our attention back to the person within. Before we ask what title you hold, how much money you earn, what organization you work for, or what other people think about you, we ask, who are you? What do you believe? What are your values? What fears guide your choices? What patterns influence relationships and decisions in your life? Our mission as Build Your Best Self is to build individuals who, through their personal growth, can contribute to their better families, workplaces, communities, and the entire world. Build Your Best Self, therefore, is a personal growth and transformation platform that helps individuals build themselves from the inside out. We create safe and supportive spaces, especially for women and youth, and for young people to pause, reflect, learn, and take practical steps forward. Our work begins with self-awareness. Self-awareness involves understanding who you are, what you value, what you are good at, what you struggle with, and what experiences have shaped who you are. It continues through healing and reflection. This means identifying experiences, beliefs, disappointments, or wounds that may still influence your decisions and relationships. We then work on the mindset transformation. This involves challenging fear, negative patterns, limiting beliefs that might be preventing you from moving forward. Emotional growth is also an important aspect of our work. Intelligence is not only about what we know accidentally, it also includes how we understand our emotions, respond to difficulties, manage relationships, communicate, and recover from setbacks. And finally, we focus on purposeful living. Purposeful living means translating awareness into choices and actions. We do not want reflection to end as a beautiful thought in a notebook. We want it to influence how you live, how you work, how you communicate, how you lead, and how you make your everyday decisions. Our message is very simple. Before we build successful careers, relationships, businesses, opportunities, achievements, we must first build ourselves. External success without internal stability can be very difficult to sustain. Why build your best self exist? Many of us have been taught to build life externally. We pursue education, we pursue employment, pursue money, pursue relationships, pursue recognitions, achievements, opportunities, name it. All these things are very valuable in the kind of world we live in today. However, sometimes we achieve or pursue them while remaining uncertain, wounded, afraid, or disconnected within ourselves. A person may have qualification and still ask themselves, who am I really? Someone may be working very, very hard, but repeatedly feeling stuck. Another person may appear very successful publicly, but privately, they're still struggling with fear, with low self-esteem, with loneliness, or lack of direction. Someone may have a very good job, but they still feel unfulfilled. While some of us have excellent ideas, but we lack the confidence to pursue them. Build your best self exists because these deeper questions matter. So we help people pursue long enough to understand. We help you to pause, to think. What is happening within you? The stories that you repeatedly tell yourself, the fears that are guiding your choices, the values that you might have neglected, and the responsibilities that might have stopped you from believing in yourself. Through reflection, learning, mentorship, support, we help individuals reconnect with their strength and take intentional steps. I invite you to quietly identify one question on this slide that speaks to you the most. You don't need to answer the question, just simply notice it. Sometimes the question that makes us uncomfortable is the doorway to our next level of growth. Before changing your life, you may first need to understand and transform the person that is living it. At the heart of everything that we do at Build Your Best Self is the real transformation, which we believe begins from within. External opportunities matter, but our ability to use and sustain those opportunities is influenced by what is happening inside us. So building from the inside out begins with knowing yourself. This means that understanding your identity, your values, your strengths, your fears, your triggers, and those repeated patterns. It involves healing from within. Honestly recognizing what has shaped you as a person and what may require care, what may require forgiveness, what may require restoration or a professional support. Healing does not mean pretending the past did not happen or does not exist. It means refusing to allow unexamined pain to continue controlling your future. Building from the inside out also means changing your mindset. We learn to recognize beliefs such as, I'm not good enough. People like me cannot succeed. I'm too young. I'm too old. My background determines my future. Failure means I should stop trying, and the like. We then begin replacing these limiting beliefs with healthier, truthful, and growth supporting thoughts. It also involves growing emotionally. Emotional growth means learning to identify and name your emotions, manage your reactions, build resilience, and respond to situations with self-awareness. And finally, building from the inside out means living intentionally. And what that means is that making choices that align with the person you want to become. Build your best self is therefore not about achieving more. It is about becoming more whole, more self-aware, and very intentional. Our philosophy is expressed in 3 words: inspire, heal, and evolve. These are not separate or isolated activities, they are connected movements in the journey of becoming. To inspire means to awaken possibility, hope, and belief in you. Sometimes people do not lack ability, they have simply stopped believing that change is possible. Inspiration says there is more within you. Your story is not finished. Your current circumstances do not have to become your permanent identity. You can learn, grow, and begin again. And to heal is to create space for honest reflection, inner restoration, and freedom from limiting beliefs. I also want to clarify that Build Your Best Self is not a clinical therapy service. No, we don't work with any hospital. And we also do not replace qualified mental health professionals. We only provide services that are within our scope of work. However, we encourage healthy reflections, help seeking, and supportive conversations. When a situation is beyond our competence, so seeking professional support is a sign of wisdom and not a sign of weakness. We will even be the first ones to recommend that. To evolve is to grow intentionally into a more self-aware, confident, and a purpose-driven individual. So throughout this fellowship, you will be invited to believe again. Look inward honestly. Practice new ways of thinking and behaving and becoming more whole and more impactful. Build Your Best Self supports individuals who are ready to grow, heal, reflect, and become more intentional. We particularly serve women and young people while also creating value for emerging leaders, professionals, and community change makers. Women may be seeking to reclaim their identity, voice, confidence, and personal power. Young people may need clarity, direction, and preparation for life, employment, leadership, Emerging leaders may want to lead with greater integrity, courage, and self-awareness. Professionals may be progressing into their careers while at the same time searching for balance, meaning confidence, as well as alignment. So these groups can overlap at some point. So you may recognize yourself in more than one category. But what connects everyone is readiness. Readiness to reflect honestly, to grow intentionally, to lead purposefully, and to create a positive change in the communities that we come from. At Build Your Best Self, we have about 4 or 5 key programs. One of our key programs is the Build Your Best Self Fellowship, the one that we're going to be looking at in details in just a bit. Beyond that, we do coaching and mentorship. This can be an individual coaching and then also group coaching sessions. And this is not part of the fellowship. So you are here because you're part of the fellowship. So the only program that you can benefit from is the Build Your Self Fellowship, which is up there. The rest of these activities are just general for your understanding in terms of what else does Build Your Best Self do beyond the fellowship. So we do the coaching and mentorship. We also have what we call the Empower Her initiative, basically for women, where we support on women on one-on-one mentorship circle, and then put them into skill training activities, and then issue or give them some startups. We also have a number of community outreach activities that we do at different community levels to provide support to the community. And then, of course, a lot of learning and content materials through our digital presence. At Build Your Best Self, we believe that personal transformation should produce an impact beyond just you as an individual. When one person becomes more self-aware, emotionally strong, and intentional, the way that person shows up in their family, in their workplace, and in their community begins to change. And that is the vision that we want to see. People are more self-aware, people who understand their identity, their strengths and patterns, people who are very confident, people who recognizes their potentials and take actions. Emotionally strong individuals or people who can manage challenges and relationships maturely. We also want to see purpose-driven individuals whose decisions align with their values and visions. We also want to see community-minded people who use their growth to contribute effectively to their communities and to others. So this pathway moves from personal growth to intentional action and then to positive impact. Growth that remains only in our minds or in our notebooks is incomplete. We want your learning to be able to influence your habits, influence your conversations, your professional conduct, decisions, and service to others. So that is the vision that we have at Build Your Best Self. And yeah, in case you want to find so many information that I might not have covered in terms of who we are and what we do, just look up on our platform. We have a website. I've pasted the link there. You can email here. And then we are also on a number of the social media, which is LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And we also have a WhatsApp channel. So you can find more details about us, what we do, and everything else I've talked about throughout our social media handles. Right, so that is it about Build Your Best Self. And I'm not yet opening for any questions yet. So I want to finish up on the second part of the presentation before we can go to any Q&A sessions. So let's understand the program that you have joined, which is the Build Your Best Self Fellowship. As you can see, it is just generated from the organization's name. The Build Your Best Self Fellowship is a 3-month journey of personal growth, life skills, career readiness, leadership, and practical transformation. Our guiding invitation is very simple. Grow deep, lead intentionally, and impact boldly. The fellowship is implemented in partnership with Excellence Foundation. That's why I was showing you the website for Excellence Foundation, and you could see that the fellowship is one of the programs they also have on their website. So we are implementing it in partnership with Excellence Foundation. So the Build Your Best Self is a more structured personal growth, mentorship, and learning journey that is designed to help fellows build themselves from the inside out. So when I said now inside out, you already know what we mean by inside out, because I'd already explained earlier on. So when we talk about inside out, what that means. So we offer a supportive space where we can reflect, learn, practice, and take intentional steps. The fellowship supports you to discover yourself, your identity, your values, your strength, face your fears, and also define areas for your growth. It helps you to explore what may be holding you back and also begin building inner wholeness. It challenges you to transform limiting beliefs and develop a growth-focused mindset. It also helps you to develop practical life skills, including communication, confidence, decision-making skills, resilience, and self-leadership. And most importantly, the fellowship asks you to take action by applying the learning in your personal life, your career, your relationship, and the community that you come from. No facilitator can transform you on your behalf. We only create the space, share the tools, ask the questions, provide the mentorship, and work alongside you so that you take the necessary actions to build your best self. Your growth will ultimately depend on you. What you choose to confront, what you practice, the change, and what you apply every day. The goal of the fellowship is to help the fellows move from self-discovery to intentional growth and action towards a purposive life. Please mute yourself. I repeat, the goal of the fellowship is to help fellows move from self-discovery to intentional growth and action towards a purposeful life. Attendance is necessary, but attendance alone is not the outcome. We want this to become a meaningful journey of reflection, healing, confidence building, learning, and practical application.
By the end of the program, fellows should understand themselves better. You should know what your values are, what your fears are, what strengths you have, what patterns you have, what you need to work on, what you need to build on. You should be able to strengthen your confidence, your self-belief. You should be able to challenge those limiting beliefs, those thoughts, those habits that might be holding you back from achieving that goal that you want to achieve. You should also be able to develop practical skills in communication, decision making, resilience, personal branding, responsibility, and all of those. You should also gain a clearer direction regarding who you want to become, the careers and lives that you want to build, and the contributions that you want to make to the society at large. And finally, you should be able to convert your learning into personal goals, community engagements, and practical next steps. But remember, transformation will look different for each person. You may not all walk away here with the same thing, because the journey is different for everybody. One fellow may call their transformation learning how to speak with confidence. For another, it may mean setting a healthy boundary. For another, it may mean preparing a professional application or a CV. For another, it may mean launching a small business activity they might have been holding off for a while. But the common results should be greater self-awareness, greater confidence, purpose, and intentionality in your life. That everything that you do is very intentional, that it should lead you towards achieving the goal that you have set out to achieve in your life. So this is the fellowship structure. So the fellowship is going to run for 3 months. So we're starting August 2026, and we expect the fellowship to close early November 2026, because there could be weekends where something happens and that we can have a session, maybe public holiday or anything that happens, and then there is no session, so we move it forward. So by early November, we expect that we close the fellowship. The fellowship happens every weekend, Saturdays and Sundays. So you have 2 sessions per week, one on a Saturday, one on Sunday. Every session starts at 2 p.m. cut to 4 p.m. cut. For those who are joining from East Africa, you will be converting that to the East African time, meaning from 3 p.m. to 5. The mode of delivery of the session is 80% online and 20% for physical sessions. And for those who can't make it to the physical sessions, we will have an opportunity to have the session live, even the physical one, so that there is an opportunity for you to still join online. This fellowship is generally open for anybody who is committed to growth. They want to learn, they want to take action, they want to be the best version of themselves. How will the session run? Or how will the fellowship run? We have 2 sessions. We have 3 sessions we have interactive sessions. So every weekend, I said Saturday and Sunday. So those 2 days you have live sessions, and the sessions are not pre-recorded, so they are going to be live sessions. So if this element is what you're supposed to talk about that session on that session day, so you have that happening live, depending on the topic of discussion. So it will happen there. Beyond the live sessions, we will have a mentorship and guidance session. So the mentors who are here will be able to support our fellows through their journey in the fellowship. This can be through reflective learning, through the sessions, through practical guidance and stuff like that. That's why you have a provision to book a session with a mentor on the platform, and then you have the opportunity to get more guidance or more mentorship from the mentor. We also have practical activities that you're going to be participating in. So by the end of every session, you have a practical assignment or a practical activity or reflection that you are going to participate in. So you have to apply what you've learned. So once you finish a session, just expect that there's going to be an assignment. Now, we don't necessarily call it assignment because sometimes it is reflection, sometimes it's just a practical activity that you have to go and do out there. So, but just know that at the end of every session, expect that there is going to be something for you to do to apply what you've learned. Apart from this one is not the actual learning session. So we've not started yet. So apart from today, starting tomorrow, you will have an actual assignment or activity to do. And then for the assignments, you're supposed to finish them. So if you start tomorrow on, which is a Sunday, that is 2nd. So you're supposed to submit that assignment, the reflection for that activity by Friday. So before you enter Saturday, which you're going to do a next session, you should have submitted the assignment, and the deadline is at 11 p.m. So by the time you close 12, it locks you out, right? So for any reason why you can't submit, you must communicate to the mentor and let them give you the leeway to submit it later. And then we also have the peer learning and community engagement. So we'll have blocks on the learning, on the LMS, and then we'll start different discussions there. And we'll post materials for peer learning. You can share your experiences and the journey and all that. So that is also one way where you can learn from the fellowship. And then lastly, of course, follow-up and accountability. So we will follow up to ensure that you are already applying what you learn. And if you are not keeping up, you will be forced out of the fellowship. So we want people who will take the fellowship seriously. That's why that's why you joined the fellowship and you didn't have to pay for it, because we want to be able to give the knowledge and everything at no cost to help people to grow. And we also want to dedicate our time to people who are serious and can want to take the fellowship seriously. But if you don't show us that you are serious, we will have to let you go. For this cohort, we had about 190 something applicants. And out of those, I think we had successfully selected around 150 or something. Someone may have a better understanding on that. But you can already imagine, even out of 100 and something, you can see how many people are making effort to be here. You can see how many people are making effort even on the WhatsApp group to sign up on the LMS, to ask questions, to get the kind of support that they need. we're already seeing and tracking who is doing what, because everything counts. We don't want to force you to do things you don't want. So we give you the opportunity to take part. But if you don't, we will be forced to remove you. We will not be waiting for so long. So if you see people being removed from the WhatsApp group and all that, please, you will pull up your socks because you don't want to be next. That is very important for us to remember. So let's look at the different pillars that we're going to cover. So for the Build Your Best Self Fellowship, the learning journey is covered into about 4-5 different pillars. And the first pillar is where we talk about, identity and emotional mastery. Pillar 2 on direction, finance, decision making, and all that. Pillar 3 is about employability and workplace intelligence. We will look at some of the detailed items in the next slides. And then pillar 4 is on personal brand. And then pillar 5 and 6 is on leadership, innovation, and impact. And then, of course, we will close with you writing your capstone and presentation, and also telling us what has changed. How does your transformation story look like? And then we'll graduate those who would have completed the program successfully. So yes, I did mention on pillar 1. So these are the different elements that you're going to be covering under pillar 1. The slides are going to be available there, so you can always refer back and see through the sessions already what you're going to be covering. So under pillar 1, identity, self-awareness and core values, limiting beliefs and emotional intelligence, mental health and psychological well-being, boundaries and energy management, talk about resilience, grit and self-leadership, physical health, nutrition, and sustainable energy. All of those form the activities or sessions under pillar 1. And then, of course, pillar 2. So you'll be doing vision casting, career mapping, and strategic goal setting. Then you'll also be doing decision making, critical thinking, and problem solving. You'll also be learning time management, productivity, and habit systems. And then, of course, financial intelligence and wealth management foundations. Those activities that you will cover under pillar 2. And then pillar 3 is generally on career mastery. So some sessions that you will cover would include understanding the job market and job advertisement analysis, how to write strategic CVs and cover letters, how to master interviews in case you are invited for an interview. You will also do professional communication. Then you'll also be doing the Google productivity tools for professional excellence. And then you'll also be doing workplace intelligence and professional growth. All of these under pillar 3. Number 4 is on the personal branding. So we'll do some personal brand identity and digital foundation. So talk about how you can present yourself out there to the public. And then crafting professional profiles and bios, LinkedIn optimization. We'll talk about microblogging and authority building. Then, of course, social media use and online safety. And then the last one combines the leadership, innovation, and impact. After all of those, we want to understand how do you become a leader and influence. Then we also take you through on networking and professional relationship building. How do you build professional network? We'll also help you through on public speaking and presentation skills. And then, of course, turn everything you learn into value creation. What kind of problems are you seeing in your society that you feel that you can actually solve at your level? And that should be the entire, yes. And that covers the entire 3 months journey of the Build Your Best Self Fellowship. Expectation from fellows. So these are our expectations. Attend all your sessions. Now that you've signed up, you applied, you've been selected, you're here today. So make it a priority for you to attend the sessions. If you can't make it to a live session, just drop a message to the team and say, hey, I can't make it. I have 1 or 2 things I'm committed to and I can't join it. But make an effort to go and get the recordings, watch the YouTube, access the materials on the learning platform, and then go through the assignment. That's if you can't make it to a live session. But you must have genuine reasons for not coming to a live session. Otherwise, make an effort to join the live session. Participate once you're here. The sessions are supposed to be interactive, so participate through the discussions, ask questions for anything that is not clear so that you get clarifications, because the intention is for you to learn and grow. And you can only do that if you engage and participate actively. Then most importantly, complete assignments and reflections as required. Number 4 is to respect everybody that is in this community, regardless of who they are. Their fellows, mentors, anybody. Let us be respectful to each other. And then the 5th is to apply what you've learned. So there's going to be a lot of learning, so you should be able to transfer all this learning into things that you're going to apply in your daily life. And of course, stay open to growth. So when you walk in here, please ensure that you have an open and growth mindset so that you're able to learn throughout the fellowship. Right, so this is the fellowship's code of conduct. And I already talked about respect and dignity. You must be able to treat each other with respect, with kindness, and with professionalism, because we are all here professionals, so we don't want any kind of disrespect in this space. There should be safe and honest participation. And if there are topics that are comfortable for you to share about, you can do that. If not, please do not share anything that you're not comfortable sharing. And nobody's going to force you to say things you don't want to talk about. So just participate honestly and share what you're comfortable sharing. Confidentiality and personal stories and experiences shared within the fellowship space should not be shared outside without permission. If somebody shares something in the live sessions, please ensure that those stories stay here. We're not here supposed to carry other people's stories and put it out there for our chit chat in the evenings and all that. Everything shared here must remain here. Then positive communication. Try as much as possible to use respectful languages all through the sessions, through the discussion, through the WhatsApp group, and everywhere else. And then, of course, accountability and commitment. That goes to your attendance, assignment completion, participation, and all that. No harmful conduct, bullying, harassment, discrimination, insults, intimidation, disrespect. All of those is not acceptable here. And I did mention before that the fellowship is at no cost, so nobody should ask you money anywhere in this fellowship until you're done. Then, of course, protecting the Build Your Best Self brand. So while you're at it, when you're trying to share your journey with Build Your Best Self, try as much as possible to share those journeys, those transformational activities, the way they relate to you. If you're trying to put out any content or any digital information where you require the use of Build Your Best Self logo, colors, branded materials, and all of those, try to get someone to review those materials before posting them out there. So they work with Teresa and the rest of the Build Your Best Self team. We don't want anything posted out there that will drag our name down. So ensure that those are reviewed before you post it. But if you're just posting about yourself and what you've learned through the fellowship, that is just okay. And there are some physical activities that will happen. Photos will be taken and shared in the group. Yeah, you can use those kind of photos to post what you want to post with the social media, because they are generally activity related photos, so they can be shared to the wider public. Right. And here we go. So I think that brings me to the end of the presentation. I will stop there and hand it over to Samuel. In case there's any questions, I'll be just in the background and be happy to respond. Thank you, and over to you, Samuel.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, Brenda. That was really so powerful and really insightful presentation. I think the fellows had enough, and I think the cases question that they feel like to ask, I think most of them you have answered them, and we'll appreciate you for that. So I think without wasting time, we are only left with 21 minutes, and let's make use of those minutes before we end our sessions today. I think let's get done with that, the Q&A session. I think for those who will be having questions, if you unable to speak through the mic, you can be sending in the chat, and Brenda will be able to read them out. And if you can be able to ask over the mic, or maybe via the mic, you can just unmute, but make sure your background is stable, like there's no noise at your background. I think that's going to be okay. So let me see the hands, by show of hands, those who have questions, some inquiries, anything that you did not get, feel free to ask. I think let's get done with that. Yes, any questions, inquiries, clarifications? Just put your hand, please, before you unmute. Yes, please. This is Edgar. Yes, Edgar, please proceed. You can unmute.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Edgar. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I have a question, and my question is concerning the live sessions. For me, I'm from Kenya. I'm joining this session from Kenya, and probably I won't be able to be in those live sessions. So how will you help me? Thank you.
Can you maybe try to explain the reason as to why you will not be able to join?
I'm from Kenya.
Or is it due to time frames or something?
No, but the distance from Kenya
Oh,
to
you mean the physical sessions?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. For the physical session, I think from what she explained before, she said for those who will be, because I think most of we also have some fellows who are also joining across the continent. Like we do have fellows who are joining from Kenya and also Uganda. Yes. I think for the physical session, as it's stated, it's only 20%. 20% physical session. So for those who will be outside of the country, South Sudan, I mean, and also outside of Juba, because I know there are also some people within Juba, I mean, within the country, like South Sudan, but and within Juba. So I think we will understand, and that's what she said. if you had, she did mention about streaming it live, like it's going to be streamed live for those who will be outside of Juba. So I think it will be understandable for those who will be, but there are some reflections that you will have to go through, like for those who will be attending online, like those who are not within the country. I think there are things that we will, some criteria that will put you to the, for you to follow. I don't know if I've answered the question.
Okay, thank you, sir. You have answered me. Thank you so much for the clarification. I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Yes, the next question follows, please.
It doesn't have to necessarily be a question. If you have any comments,
Yeah,
please just go
sure.
ahead.
Yeah, just feel free. We don't judge, we listen. Just if there's some clarification that you would love to be light on, and also questions, also welcome. Just feel free to talk. Yes, please. I can see Tabo Monica. Okay, let's go with Tabo Monica first, and then Bol Nyok will follow. Yes, Tabo, you can unmute. Monica, you can unmute and proceed.
Okay, thank you. I would like to appreciate the presenter in the first place. It was a great presentation. Indeed, it's a presentation of reflection. I enjoyed every bit of it. And I don't know if my question is that are you going to upload the materials so that we read late on our free times? Because you were presenting and we need to listen and understand, but every bit of it was so direct. It is more of self-reflection, self-decision, and looking at how everything was said, everything was clear. Now, are we going to get the same material in the system so that we read in our free time and then maybe understand deeper? That's my question, because I was following the slides, but then we cannot be reading each and everything. Of course, we had to first listen. So that's my first question. And then the second question, how do we, I know this is at the beginning, but how can someone talk to someone like our presenter, like one-on-one, because there may be personal questions that she can answer better. That is the other question, the second question. How can someone ask a personal question on one-on-one? Do we need to book, as she said, or there's another option of talking to one of you? Because I know there are questions that are related to the fellowship, but then there are questions that are more personal that we need to talk to someone like one-on-one and get the feedback. I'm so grateful because I feel like this presentation has come at the right time to the right person, especially me at my individual level. Thank you so much, our dear presenter. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tabo Monica, for such insightful comments and also for these beautiful questions that you have asked. I think let me allow Brenda to tackle your questions quickly. Yes, Brenda.
Thank you. And thanks, Monica, for the questions. Number one, yes, the materials will be in the classroom. When you go to the LMS after this, because we normally don't want to do it before. So after the session, so we'll upload all the materials there. You will see the slide there. You will see the recording, links to the recording for the YouTube, the Zoom, everything is recorded. So you should be able to follow through and follow there. So on the LMS, you have two things. One is to have one-on-one sessions booked with a mentor. But that relates to the fellowship. Unfortunately, it relates to the fellowship. So if you want to book a session with a mentor through the LMS, it relates directly to the fellowship. And I was sharing my screen earlier and then talking to you about, I think, the programs that we do to build your best self. Let me see, where is that? So yes, so this is the website of Build Your Best Self. So you ask if you want to talk to me and it has nothing to do with the fellowship, you have an option to talk to me here. Unfortunately, I don't want to scare you, but some of the sessions are costed and have to be paid for, particularly the one-on-one sessions. So I mentioned that the fellowship is 100% free. It is not paid for. So you will get a fellowship, and if you need to talk to me more about the fellowship, it happens on the LMS where you can have you book. I've already indicated my availability there, so we can have a chat on the fellowship. And now I will have another slot on the fellowship on the LMS where we can talk about anything else other than the fellowship. Also, probably at no cost for those who will be within the Build Your Best Self fellowship, because I don't want to be scaring you off already. Yeah, so we will have, just feel free to book a session there, and then when you're booking the session, you will book directly. So you would see the mentor and then how you book the session. So you book the session directly, and then it will tell you this is this session with this mentor. And then you can tell me, because you have a provision to say, is this something related to the fellowship or not? And if it's not, I will still be open for us to discuss and talk about that. Great.
Yes, Monica, you can confirm if your questions have been tackled. Is everything clear, Monica? Give me a thumb up.
Yes, she said everything is okay. She's responded in the chat.
Saw what are, okay. Okay, Bull, Bull Nyok. Bull Nyok, you can unmute.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I'm very glad and I have really learned a lot from the presentation, and I want to thank her. So my question is about submission of the assignment. How can someone submit assignment? So are you guys going to show us the way we are going to submit the assignment, or it will be tomorrow? So this is what I want to know.
Yeah, I think Brenda.
Yeah, I also have a question for him. So did you attend the orientation on the LMS?
Oh, the past orientation I didn't attend.
You didn't attend, and you did not watch the recording, right?
Yes.
Just don't unmute yourself yet. Let's finish the discussion. So in the first presentation, that was last week. What is happening? That the recording was never sent, and Samuel shared the link for the YouTube on the chat.
Yeah, I think
you probably missed that. So what is going to happen is for you to go back, because we can't do that now and the time is out. Get in touch with Samuel, he will help you through. But it's important, like I said, you are the one who has to take responsibility for your growth. Nobody is going to be pushing you around here. We don't do that. That's why we want people to express interest individually, that this is what I want and this is what I want to do for myself. We will not be pushing, but we will be eliminating you all through the way. So it's important that when we say something, let's all take responsibility and follow through. There's the Build Your Best Self YouTube channel. Every recording, including this one, if you go to the YouTube now, you will see that this session is happening live. You will see it there. So even if nobody shares a link with you, go to that YouTube channel. You should be able to find the link for every single material there. And then in the classroom, if you are already signed up on the LMS with your account will have everything that you need. How you should submit the assignments, where you should get the material, what type of format, and all of those will be there. The presenter for tomorrow, after they are finished with their session, they are going to show you that this is the assignment. And then they are going to post it on the LMS. And then from the LMS side, on your Mentee portal, you will be able to see that you already have one assignment. Then from there, you start doing that assignment. And if you get stuck, try to get in touch with Samuel, with Theresa, they will be able to help you through, and Emmanuel, who is not here today, they'll be able to help you through and get you to be comfortable with the use of the system. So please go back and watch and watch that link on how to navigate through the LMS. Everything was shared there.
Yes, Paul, is it clear enough for you? And thank you so much, Tabo, for confirming that it was shared. I did share it like almost twice. For those who might have gone through, yeah, I think I did share the recording. I think for Bolnyok, you just like all of you fellows, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Like everything will be like you will be notified in case if there's any session going on, anything that being dropped on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe, and you're going to get the recording. So just fall back to the recording, and you will see how you can be able to submit your assignment. Basically, tomorrow is going to be like the key, the core point of maybe working on your assignment and which tools you're going to use when you're working on your assignment. So tomorrow is basically going to be a huge opportunity for you to also be attending that session, because it's going to help you a lot to work on your assignment and also submitting your assignment. So, Paul, I don't know if your question has been answered. And yeah. Is it clear for you, Paul?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I can. Let's go with Sigani Peter. Please, you can unmute.
I would say good evening to everyone. I would like to give precious thanks to the presenter. Thank you very much. It's really too fruitful. And I hope with what you've presented today and all those who have attended, I'm sure they will follow up until the end, because it was really too fruitful to me. And then, though it's not at the end, I just have one clarity that I wanted you to clarify for me about the skills. You talked of skills, and then I just wanted you to clarify for me, like what type of skills. Sorry if I didn't understand that part well.
Yes, Brenda, if you got a question,
I
please.
talked of skills. That's not very clear. You want to explain further?
Yeah, you talked of skills. I just wanted I wanted you to clarify, like, what kind of skills are we going to be learning, or something like that?
The kind of skills you're going to learn. Did you see the outline of the the session? Where is that? So I did present everything that you're going to learn through the fellowship in terms of the pillars, where I started here.
Oh, yes, that part. Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, so I started here, and everything here is what you're going to learn, okay? And these are all skills. I'm not talking about skills that you learn in your classroom. This is not like an organized institution or program, no, right? So everything that I've talked about in terms of these pillars that you're going to cover is a skill. When I talk about self-awareness, that is a skill for you. When I talk about emotional intelligence, that is a skill for you. When I talk about setting boundaries and managing your energy, when I talk about time management, that is a skill. Okay. All of this is a skill. When I talk about you being able to manage your finances at a personal level, that is a skill. When I talk about problem solving, that is a skill for you. When I talk about you defining your vision, what you want to do, for you to set goals at a personal level and achieve them, that is a skill for you. And then I also talk about job advertisement analysis. That's a skill for you. A skill for you to be able to write compelling CVs and cover letters. That's a skill. A skill for you to master interviews, for you to land any job that you want. That's a skill. Professional communication. That's a skill. For you to learn the use of Google productivity tools. That's a skill. Workplace intelligence. That's a skill. Leadership and influence, that's a skill. Networking, that's a skill. Public speaking, that's a skill. Value creation, that's a skill. So almost everything is a skill, but they are not skills that are in form of a bachelor's degree, a PhD, a certificate, and all that. All right. So everything bundled here is a skill. So whatever it is that you're going to learn in the next 3 months, every session will give you a skill. It is up to you to choose what you want to pick to focus on. But everything you're going to learn is a skill. And in one way or the other, you have to apply. That's why I talked about you applying what you've learned at the end of every session in form of an assignment, in form of a reflection, in form of a discussion, in form of a practical activity, right? I hope that's...
Oh, yes, thank you very much.
Ding, ding,
yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, all right, thank you, Sigani Peter.
All right.
Yes, let's go with Ding Ding. Ding Ding, you can unmute.
Thank you very much for the time. It is with the deepest pride and great pleasure that Roman Viola, you have presented the works very well today. I want to just ask something or just a clarification. Since you talk about leadership and what's so-called public speakings, when coming to leadership and public speaking, these two things need what we call a physical interaction, where there must be any interaction between the mentor and mentees. Once we reach that session later on, are we going to do this leadership and public speaking online, or we will have to interact somewhere, or we may have a physical contact, or just a classroom work? Let me say classroom work. Huh?
Okay.
Thank you. I said leadership and influence, and then I also said public speaking. So public speaking is something that you have to practice, all right? And we will have a physical session normally for the public speaking session, and also for the networking session. It's going to be more physical. That's why we say 20% of the session is physical, right? But when we meet physically, we are meeting to tell you that when you are going to present yourself in public, when you're talking, this is the minimum that you must present yourself in a manner. When we talk about networking, these are the basic skills that you should carry to any networking event or any networking environment. And in this case, we will ask you at your level as Ding, go and find an event and actually network in that event and show us evidence that you networked. Okay? So that is your practical activity. And that is how you're going to apply what you've learned. You get it?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think those two, that question is really a wonderful question, and you answered correctly. Like, I think those are the two physical sessions that we normally covered, like in contact with the mentees, and it's really interesting if you ask me. I think there's also another important question here that's from Nirman Todd in the chat. I think Brenda, you can go through that and be able to answer that question. I don't know, Sigani, Peter, and Ding Ding, your hands are still up.
Is that a lady or a male?
Near,
The name
I
is a
think
bit
it's a
difficult.
man. Yeah,
It seems.
so you can proceed to answer.
Anyways, a male.
Okay.
Okay. I thought normally the NY is for the female,
For
and
females,
yeah,
that
I didn't
sounds
want to miss that. Sorry
okay.
if it sounded so bad, but yeah, I needed to ask that. Anyways, build your best self. Yes, is it's like a non-profit organization. Yes. How do you get funding to run its project? So I'm the founder of Build Your Best Self. So I fund almost every activity of Build Your Best Self by myself. And sometimes I get support from the sessions that are paid. So you've seen from the website that I said some sessions there are paid for. So there are people who pay for those sessions, and I use that money to run these kind of activities for the Build Your Best Self. And I also, there are people who buy the Build Your Best Self merchandise. I just want to show you on the website. Right. So this is the website that has some merchandises. So you would see different kind of items lined up here at a cost, right? So we have normally individuals that come here and buy some of these products. And that money is the same money that we use to run some of the activities for Build Your Best Self. We also have some ebooks. They are not uploaded here, but yeah, there are some ebooks written and they are up for sale. So those are the ways through which we generate money for operating the activities of Build Your Best Self. We have not started looking for money like other NGOs or organizations, but yeah, that's how we operate the activities of Build Your Best Self. Thanks, Stu.
All right, that's really okay. Yeah. Yes, you can proceed, Ding Ding. Yeah.
Okay. Concerning about the assignment, I was told yesterday to explore, and then I really did that. I got two assignment, the other two in findings, and up to now, I did not understand anything about those two, plus unwritten note or message somewhere there. Because we are just dealing with introduction today, the work of today is just introduction. Maybe the real class or the real session where we will go to the final work will be the next session, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Will the assignment be after the real work? Because in this introduction, it is like we are just introducing us to the real body of BYV. After we start our class officially, let me say this, it is where we may have a chance to have some assignment, right?
Yes. Like tomorrow. Okay, so you
Like
will start
tomorrow. Yeah.
actual assignments tomorrow. So whatever you've seen there is created by Samuel and the team for testing the platform. So Samuel, please ensure that you remove that thing. It is scaring everybody. So just clear that site, let it be clean as possible so that tomorrow is the first assignment. After the session, the presenter is going to put assignment. So you will see only assignment 1. Samuel, please do something about that. I've seen people in the comment in the chat
I got
getting
confused. Yeah.
confused. 2 assignments,
I
3
got
assignments.
confused.
There's no assignment. There is no assignment up to
Yeah, I
date.
was even
First
going to the
assignment
extent of
will start
asking about the
tomorrow.
title of the assignment. But the
First
heading, yeah.
assignment starts tomorrow. Yes.
Okay, thank
Okay, I
you.
think thank you so much, Ding Ding. I think like as Brenda put it, like that was just when we were trying the system, when we were still working on it. So we will definitely make sure to delete those assignments. So assignment is going to start clearly tomorrow. That's when you want to have the first session now, the first skill that you're going to be learning tomorrow about Google productivity tools. I think I can see we are really past the time, but I really wish if we can conclude. And for those who will still have questions, we're going to remain behind, and then you can ask those questions. As we also leave others to also commit to their plan schedule that they're supposed to be doing at this very moment. So I think let me just give this opportunity, maybe for yes, who's this?
This is me, Ronald Rombe.
Okay.
I'm joining you from Malut County, Upper State.
All right.
I appreciate the presentation done by Brenda, the fluency that makes me to understand everything crystal clear. So I hope next sessions goes in that order. My question is just it's not it's something external. I want to inquire about whether you have the physical presence in Juba. Because some of us, of course, are working, and we can start. We can, for example, buy the mechanized or even contribute some way to another. So we come to Juba frequently. So I need to know whether they have a physical presence or location in Juba so that we can visit also as we come to Juba now and then. Over.
Yes, Brenda, you can answer that.
Thank you, and thanks for wanting to support. That is great. Our operations is very remote, so we don't have an established physical office that says, "Hey, here is when you go here, you find Build Your Best Self." No, we don't have a physical office, but if you want to find us more, you just find us through our social media handles and activities, and also through our staff. We have not set up a physical office where you can call us because our activities do not require us to sit in an office. Most of the things that we do requires us to be on site, or we work remotely. Like the trainings are generally all remote. And then mentorship, coaching, everything is remote. And then the only thing that requires us physically, as for example, if we're doing the graduations and all of those, we meet somewhere. That's why we have Excellence Foundation. We partner with them. And if we have strategic partnership meetings and all that, we schedule for meetings in any venue in Juba and have those meetings done. So you'll not be able to find a physical office, but you can always work with the Build Your Best Self team like the Samuel and Teresa and the rest, and they can be able to support all the way. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for please joining today's session. It has really been interactive from your questions and also some inputs that you guys really made. It's really amazing to have all of you here today. And I think if I'm going to cut you, like stop you from asking a question, I think we'll have to also allow other people to be like we should make sure we end the session. And then for those who will still be having some questions that they really wanted to ask, we're going to remain behind for some quite of time, and then we'll be able to answer every bit of the question that you wanted to ask. I think with that being said, allow me to just walk you through some of the announcement and also key important points before I also welcome my fellow team member to also close for us our remark. Speech. So as before we conclude today's orientation, I would like to share these few important announcements and also the next step for everyone. I think Brent has mentioned some quite elaborated some few of them, but I will just also try to air out some of these announcements. One of which is like we really wanted to make sure that every fellow have access to their communication channel. When we say communication channel, we mean you should please stay active in the official Build Your Best Self WhatsApp group and regularly check the Build Your Best Self learning also system. for updates and announcement, assignment, and also the learning material. Always make sure to have access to those platforms. Second to that, also be present and also participate in any session. Always make sure to participate because it's going to encourage you to attend every session on time and also actively, participate in discussion, activities and assignment that you do. So your commitment will help you to get the best out of this fellowship. Thirdly, respect the fellowship community. I know Brenda elaborated more on that. Let us create a positive, respectful, and also a supportive environment where everyone feels valued, heard, and also encouraged to grow in that platform or in that community. We are already part. You guys are welcome to that community. We really welcome you and warmly welcome all of you into that community with love, and also let's keep that respect and also being supportive to that environment. The fourth one, I really wanted you from today, when you get to know, like I know you have already met some of the mentors, and I would encourage you to get connected to them. Connect to your mentors, fellows. I really encourage you to build a strong relationship with them, and it will help you. And don't always be hesitant to ask questions, seek guidance, and also learn from the experience throughout this fellowship. Second to last, also talking, I will also emphasize on the point of, preparation. It's really very important to prepare for anything that you do. So I encourage you, like, always prepare for any session that will come in the weekend. Always make sure to also search about it, know what the session is all about. Get prepared before the session. At least you know some bit of the session before you tackle it or before you been presented by the mentor. So our first official fellowship session will be communicated throughout every official channel. Any session that will come, we'll always make sure that we communicate. And you're already aware that we have 2 sessions per every week. So please keep an eye on all the announcements and also be ready to begin your learning journey. Last but not the least, always make sure from today, right now, from here, use your real names. Use your real name in on both platforms, like on WhatsApp and also in the learning management system or Build yourself. Use your real name in the WhatsApp. It will help us track who is this and who is that. So at least we get to have that contact, because if you cannot know your real name, you cannot see you. So I mean, like based on profile, I think it's going to be difficult for us. So I encourage everybody from now, go and use your real names on WhatsApp and also on the learning system. So as we move forward together, remember that this fellowship is not just about gaining knowledge, okay? It's about the personal growth, leadership, and becoming the best versions of yourself, which start from now. It starts from here, right now, okay? Once again, welcome everybody to the Build Your Best Self Fellowship Cohort 4, of which we have officially launched it today, and we're excited to walk this journey with you, and we wish you a rewarding and transformative fellowship experience. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the upcoming session. So allow me to welcome my fellow team to have closing remarks, and later we are going to be behind for any inquiries and any questions that you would love to ask. I think I'm going to be able to field you in with any questions. So Teresa, please, if you can hear me, please, the floor is yours, and you were not there before, but at least we introduced you, and I think it's time for you to introduce you officially, and also the fellows to know you, who you are, and what role you play in Build Your Best Self. So thank you. Over to you, Teresa.
Yeah, thank you, Sam, and good evening, everyone. I would first like to apologize for, dropping in a bit late. My name is Teresa Koldiak, and I work with BYBS, or Build Your Best Self team, as a social media manager. So this is going to be a fun journey, honestly, for you guys, and everyone that has passed through this same fellowship knows how much it has opened up doors, and how much it has helped people. So I think I'm one of the people that is really very excited for what is going to happen for you guys, and at the same time, how fun the journey is, and how many times, or how great it will be to make friends, get to know each other throughout this journey. And one thing I would want to put across is that do not take it as more of, you want to do it for the fellowship, but take it as your self challenge and more of a personal, journey. Like, what do you want to achieve? So that's the question that I always want you guys to, to put in the back of your mind, is like, what do you want out of this? It's not just, for attendance and making sure that the assignments are submitted and completed and, you graduate at the end of the day, but it's you yourself answering to the question of, what do I want to do? What do I want to achieve? How do I want to be, to be seen or to be perceived? So with that, I would just say you are officially welcome to this fellowship, and make sure that you get the best out of it, and always feel free to, to ask questions. I think you have already seen how Samuel is really much involved in, in the social, on the WhatsApp groups. And it's really important that anything that you need at any time of the day, you will be assisted. So as much as I know it's a long journey, some people are going to be tired by, second month, but hanging in there and making sure that you finish what you have started is the essence of having this fellowship, And so I would say that is just really all from my side. And I'm really excited to meet you guys along the way. We will interact, whether on the social sites or, and also on some sessions. And I look forward to that. Just a quick reminder, Emmanuel, Kerich, and I are always active throughout. I think almost even some days up to like around 11, 12 midnight. So if you have any challenges, especially around the LMS, please try to reach out. So if you're having those challenges today, I know there are those that are saying they have not been able to log in. Please, it would be great to really reach out in the chats starting from now, so that tomorrow you don't feel those challenges or the hindrances when the lesson starts and the assignments are shared. And my last point is that make sure to follow the social sites. On TikTok, it's Build Your Best Self. The same on LinkedIn, if you're on LinkedIn, and also on Facebook and on YouTube. And please always go there to watch. You can even watch the sessions for last year, and always give a like and share and comment, because again, you never know, you share it, someone else is going to learn from it, who is not on this platform or who has not signed up for this cohort 4. So that is all from my side, and I look forward to interact with you guys throughout this journey. And I have pasted in the chats there anybody that can volunteer to pray for us, to give us the closing prayers. And yeah. I'm waiting for the volunteer, please, to unmute and pray for us.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, everyone who have been able to join and who have been able to learn from today's presentation. I think because of time, we are going to say a very short prayer, and I ask all of us to humble ourselves and pray. Yeah, Heavenly Father, thank you so much for who you are today. Thank you for today's blessings. We thank you for today's link. And we thank you for our mentors who have taken up upon them to give us the knowledge and skills on how to become vessels of ourselves, God. Father, thank you for everything that you have done in our life today according to the will of your Holy Spirit. Lord, we call upon your spirit, your guidance, your
Okay, in the name of Jesus, we say amen. She got dropped. She got dropped. I think let's really appreciate Dorith Luba for giving us such a closing word of prayer. It's really amazing that we also invite the presence of God to deliver deliver us the knowledge. It's really by all His power. That's why we're still here right now, and He has been leading us through. So we'll appreciate that. So thank you so much, everyone. That wraps us for the today's official launch of the fourth cohort. I think thank you so much once again, everyone, and thank you so much, Tessa, also for the wonderful closing remarks that you put across. And also thank you, goes to also our presenter for such insightful and powerful presentation. Not forgetting my mentors, my beloved mentors, also committed their time and energy today to be here to attend to this session. So I've shared the attendance link for those who have not filled out. Please check the link and try to fill out the attendance before you leave the call. So that's bring us to the end of our sessions today. And please make sure also to have time tomorrow to be attending the first session. And let me whisper this to you: it's going to be amazing, and don't miss out. If you miss out, trust me, you're going to miss a lot. Okay, so let's make sure tomorrow we all tuned in. I would love to see all of us here. We are supposed to be more than 150, but the attendance is really getting. And always make sure you check your emails and also WhatsApp messages. Yeah. I think with that being said, feel free, please, to leave the call. And also for those who really feel like there are things that they really need to ask now, I think it's your time. Feel free now to ask your questions. And also, if you also want to give a feedback, to our presenter today, and also you can feel free, please, to say something, to give a feedback to our presenter, and also anything that really you want to say. Just feel free to unmute. I think for those who wants to leave now, it's the time. You can drop out and leave the call, and see you tomorrow. Yes.